This night, if you ever ride an elevator and feel extra weight, even when no one is beside you, don't turn around. Ko Min was working late at the office. Because of heavy workload, he only finished at midnight. Inside the 20-floor building, everything had gone silent. He pressed the elevator button. After a moment, the doors slowly opened. Inside, 3 people were already standing. One office worker with his head down, a young woman staring at her phone, and an old man holding shopping bags. When Ko Min stepped inside, there were now 4 people. But suddenly, the elevator shook violently. A red warning light flashed. Overweight. Ko Min frowned. There are only 4 of us. How is this possible? No one answered. The others remained completely silent. The old man, trembling, kept pressing the buttons. After a moment, the warning stopped, and the elevator began to descend slowly. But something felt wrong. The air became heavy, suffocating. Ko Min felt as if someone was resting on his shoulder. Slowly, he glanced at the mirror. At first, everything looked normal. All 4 of them were there. But then, he noticed something. On the floor, there were 5 pairs of feet. His heart dropped. There was no one beside him in reality. But in the mirror, a pale, rotten hand was gripping his shirt. He quickly turned around. Nothing. No one. But when he looked back at the mirror again, that thing was standing right behind him. The elevator suddenly stopped at the 10th floor. Ding! But the doors didn't open. The lights began to flicker. Then suddenly, the girl screamed, "Someone is touching my shoulder!" The others panicked and pressed themselves into the corners. Now they all realized inside the elevator, there was a 5th presence. Something they couldn't see. Then drop blood started dripping from the ceiling onto Ko Min's face. Suddenly all the lights went out. Darkness. Only the sound of breathing remained. Then a cold voice whispered right next to his ear, "Jay, on the next floor, one of you must leave." A few seconds later, the lights came back on. The elevator door slowly opened. Ko Min stood there frozen. He was alone. The other 3 people had disappeared. Without thinking, he ran out of the elevator, but something felt wrong. The hallway was too quiet. The colors seemed faded. Behind him, the elevator doors closed again. Then the display outside suddenly flickered and changed into the words, "Mirror World." Ko Min realized he wasn't in the real world anymore. He was inside a mirror world. As he walked down the street, trying to go home, he saw them again. The same 3 people from the elevator, but they were no longer human. Their faces had no eyes. Instead, sharp, broken mirror pieces were embedded in their skin. They stared at him and spoke at the same time. "You took our place. We escaped to your world." Terrified, Ko Min ran back into the building. He rushed toward the elevator, and then the doors opened. Someone stepped out. Ko Min froze. It was himself. The other Ko Min smiled coldly. That was when he understood. The 5th presence was not a ghost of the dead. It was something else, a creature that steals reflections and replaces humans. Ko Min had to escape. He rushed into the elevator again and pressed every button at once. The elevator began shaking violently, up, down, uncontrollably. The mirrors started cracking. Crack, crack. Then from inside the broken mirrors, dark hands began reaching out, trying to grab him, pulling him in. Suddenly, bright light. Ko Min opened his eyes. He was lying on the elevator floor. The doors opened. A security guard helped him up. "Are you okay, sir? You were just stuck in the elevator for a while." Ko Min took a deep breath and went home. Later that night, he stood in front of the mirror to wash his face. He looked up and smiled, but the reflection did not smile. It just stared at him. Slowly, the reflection raised a finger to its lips and whispered, "Shh, I'm still here." Ko Min screamed, but no one heard him.